Oh, how you doing, people?
Hi,
We're
everyone.
doing great on this side of the world. My name's Neil. That's Chris Myers. We are going to be loading the SmackDown in 2 seconds of all the cool shit that we're doing today, y'all.
Why are you doing that voice, dude? What is the deal here?
I have no idea.
I mean,
Dude, I need,
like, I,
I
I
need
was
some.
like, is he trying to do Icelandic accent? I can't tell.
I don't know what I was trying to do. All right, I need some energy drink. Here we go. Mmm. Mmm.
Do you want to see what my energy drink is?
What's your energy drink? Oh, Shinerbach. Constant. You're just a constant.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have work tomorrow, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah. I'm doing this is local 3113. It's from Grapevine, Texas.
Hop and Sting.
It's a
Is it?
Hoppenstein. It's a not Oktoberfest style lager.
So is it?
So I'm
Is it?
guessing it's for a local fire department.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Oh yeah, here it is. By honoring the men and women of the Grapevine Firefighters Association Local 3113 for their bravery and service.
Wait, is
So
Grapevine what? Oklahoma or Grapevine, Texas?
Texas.
Yes, I don't know. I'm very well. I know what Grapevine is. Yeah, I've been there.
Where's that at?
That's like in the Dallas Fort Worth area. They're-
Where's
they're-
Dallas at?
it's in the no, it's in the eastern side of Texas, northeastern side.
Oh, talking about Dallas, I just found out this. There's a bar there called the Puttery. Have you heard of this?
No, I mean I didn't really frequent
It's
bars there.
3 floors and it's like all putt gaming everywhere throughout the building.
Neat.
And
There
but
you
it's
go.
really cool. Like some of them are like psychedelic looking,
Yeah,
really artsy, and then some of them, one of them looks like a study.
yeah.
It just
So
has a green.
who's going? Is Topher going with you to WWE with the
The
WrestleMania?
WrestleMania, yeah.
Yeah. And so you guys gonna try to do that?
No, we are.
Uh,
We're gonna do it
okay.
because he's a huge putt guy too. And I was just like, yeah, I love putt. I love putt.
Yeah, I mean they're cool places.
Butt in the
Are you gonna
putt.
Are you gonna go to Hardtack Grill?
What?
You can go to Hardtack Grill.
The Heart Attack Grill.
Yeah, it's a burger joint, and they have a burger that if you eat all of it, it's free. But
Yeah.
the thing,
No.
and they have the first one's like called the single bypass. The double it's called the double bypass. And it got a little bit crazy because someone did actually have a heart attack there. So
You ever heard of? Do you know what AT&T Stadium is?
yeah,
You know what? How big that is?
how big is it?
I mean, do you know how big it is, right? You
Yeah, I
you,
mean,
you know
yeah.
what it is? It's a
I
football field.
I call it Jerry Stadium or Jerry World.
Yeah. Okay. So you want me to eat that much food and then go sit for 6 hours at a wrestling show?
Are you? Oh yeah. I mean, I wasn't saying you should. I didn't say you should. I'm saying, are you going? You know, I didn't mean
There's
that.
a specific diet you kind of go on. You just snack the
Okay.
day
Yeah.
before you eat, because if you eat something so hardcore and then go to like a big event that's like 6 hours long, 7 hours long like that, and you can't really use a toilet, like in
Oh,
the toilet, the
oh,
toilets are
emergency. You need the
bad.
emergency. Yeah, you need Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's do it. You ready to do it?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. What are we doing? What are we doing today?
We're doing lamb and Howling Kills.
Oh yeah. I guess you know what I say? I say, bah!
Do it again real quick.
Bah!
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, what another wonderful episode with two of the most prettiest men of all times. My name is Neil.
I'm Chris.
And this is Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do. Today we're talking about two movies out at the theater. One of them was, not going to lie, a little hard for me to find. I found it at an art theater here.
That's all AMC. So
called Lamb, and then the second one is Halloween Kills. So the first one we have, it's now.
Do you need help?
No, for some reason my screen had like rate the movie on it.
Okay.
Like when I pulled up the IMDb.
Well, I know I'm gonna have to at least pronounce one of the names for you.
All right. So the first movie, Lamb, it features Naomi Rapace.
Numi Rapace.
I was so close. Naomi Rapace.
Yannick, if you don't stop it, it won't be any home to go back to. It's carrying death, and it's headed for Earth.
Sure, this is not abortion.
I know.
Let's go.
I know that. But you must do it.
She plays Maria.
That's from Prometheus. Yeah. Prometheus.
And then
Hilmore Snare Grodinson. Is that how you say that?
That's really good. Yeah.
Hilmore Snare Grodinson. Well, I mean, I know. I did study like German, and I grew up with Dutch. So like,
to be fair, we couldn't find any English clips for Hilmer. So.
Not one. I took like 45 minutes to an hour looking. Yeah. I tried. I listened to so much of whatever his normal language is. It might be Swedish. It might be
Icelandic.
Polish, Icelandic. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I did find one for Ingvar Sjurksen.
No, you found one from Bjorn Hildner Haraldsson.
I was close.
Yeah. So Bjorn Hildner Haraldsson.
After Pavetta died, Calanthe would wake up howling in the night. The lioness, nearly broken. Someone is able to pull themselves out of that. They'll have my confidence till my final day.
So that's from actually The Witcher.
The Witcher, right? Yeah. I was pretty impressed that he's in The Witcher.
And this also stars
Lamb, who plays Ada.
Yeah.
That was a good quote. That's a good quote.
Yeah,
I totally understood that too. And I get that. It burns right here in my heart what she just said.
Okay.
Let's play that one more time so they understand what she said.
You guys should be moved right now.
That's deep. I'm moved. I'm almost
okay.
at tears.
Who's in the second
that movie is Lamb. The second movie that we're doing is the second in the new Halloween trilogy, Halloween Kills, featuring the great, the amazing, always spectacular, never made a bad movie in her entire life, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Tommy, Halloween night, it's when people play tricks on each other. It's all make-believe. I think Richie was just trying to scare you.
I saw the boogeyman. I saw him outside.
There was nobody outside.
There was.
What did he look like?
The boogeyman.
We're not getting anywhere. All right. The boogeyman can only come out on Halloween night, right?
Right.
Well, I'm here tonight. I'm not about to let anything happen to you.
Yeah, I mean, good for her.
Good for her. That's her playing her first time she ever played Laurie Strode in the original 1978 Halloween. Yep. Judy Greer's in this movie as well.
Just for the record, I didn't ask for this. It was just a hot night with a guy that every girl in town wanted. Lucky me. Should have been more careful, though. I got a little rough in bed and wound up cursed by the mark of the fucking beast.
And then, of course, Will Patton reprising his role as Officer Hawkins.
God, Dad, you're right, Dirk, you're right.
I don't give a fuck if you think I'm right.
You're talking about life in America. The way the rich get rich off the backs of the poor. The way it's been ever since we robbed this land from the Native Americans. But you got no right to complain about the very system you're supporting by picking up that gun and sanctioning the goddamn terror.
So that's actually from the Forever Purge that we saw.
Yes, which we recently just saw, but it's such a great clip, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's like out of all the other ones, I've already used 2 of them because he's been in like 2 movies we've reviewed since this podcast, since we've had clips. And then the new additive who replaced the sexy Paul Rudd with Anthony Michael Hall.
We accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it was we did wrong. But we think you're crazy to make us write an essay telling you who we think we are. And you see us as you want to see us. In the simplest terms, the most convenient definitions. But what we found out is that each one of us is a brain and an athlete
And a basket case. A princess.
and a criminal. Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, love the Breakfast Club. I can't believe Anthony Michael Hall took the place of Paul Rudd.
Looking back at it, I'm like he's a lot different looking now.
Who, Anthony Michael? Yeah, he's different looking like every 5 years.
Yeah,
every
yeah.
5 years he looks completely different.
Now he looks like Vince Neil. You know what I mean?
oh, that's so bad.
But
I'm sure you're not saying 1980s Vince
No, I'm
Neil
saying
either.
Vince Neil now.
Oh, wow, that's so bad. Oh, I'm sorry, Anthony Michael Hall. So also, there's a bunch of other people that played in this movie: Aaron Armstrong, Andy Micaiah, James Judy Courtney, Nick Castle. Halloween Kills. It's the big movie of the week. Chris, tell them where they can find us.
You can find us online, moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at NTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at NTS Podcast. We have Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. If you guys want to buy shirts with their faces on, it's bonfire.com. Search your name, Movies Don't Suck, and something new, you'll find us. If you're watching us on Facebook, go like that page, or watch us on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and subscribe. And we're on all streaming platforms. You're listening to us now, or you downloaded it, which happens, I suppose. But we're everywhere. Neil, who we talking about
These
today?
are good beers. These are good beers, by the way.
I'm glad.
All right. Today, we are supporting the wonderful company known as Oklahomies. Oklahomies Mobile Gastronomy. Yes, Oklahomies is a food truck. You do have to go to Facebook, find out where they're at OK Mobile Gastro. They make, literally, it is Bob's Burgers in a meal cart. Like, that's the best way to put it, man.
Yeah.
They got great normal cheeseburgers, hamburgers, fries, all the above, but they also have like the burger of the day, and they're good smashed burgers.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get overloaded with.
Yeah.
I had one. Gosh, where did I have one at? I can't even remember what event I was at. I remember I ate the burger though, and I loved it. And the dude was just ridiculous. They even got covered tater tots and stuff like that. You can find them out. You can find the menu at www.okmobilegastry.com, or you can find them on Facebook at OK Mobile Gastro. And I'm telling you, some of the best burgers I ever had. I had a cheeseburger with bacon on it, and I felt like I jizzed my pants. I felt like it, it happens,
Yeah, I mean, I do it too.
But if you like red meat and you like good food, look them up, man. Seriously, I can't remember where I ate the burger at, though. I can't remember where it was, but I remember I was eating the burger and it was like really sloppy. My wife was with me, so I'm guessing maybe the fair. Maybe I ran into him at the fair.
Maybe it was fair.
Maybe it was I don't know. Dude, so many things are just now mixing in my head. Like, as many as events that I got to work these days, like, they're all just mashing together. Like, I'm just like, I don't know what's going on anymore. What day is this? Is it Wednesday?
No, it's Thursday. We only record, but you know this because it's Thursdays only.
Oh my gosh, it's Thursday?
It is.
Oh man, I was supposed to get a vasectomy today. What the hell?
Well, there's always next Thursday. So how you been, pal? Since the last time we spoke?
I need a nap. I just need a nap. We bought an electric mower the other day.
How's that working out for you?
We got it just because the front yard grows really big and not the backyard.
Yeah.
And so I didn't even charge it up. I just put the thing together and went to go mow the front lawn.
Yeah.
And of course it died halfway through because I didn't charge it yet. So I charged the rest of it and used it. But the thing is, the bag on this thing fills up with every like third passing. It seems
I know.
like. But maybe it's just because my yard is probably just overgrown too a little bit.
I got mow the lawn at some point too. We also got an electric mower, but my wife has left the charger at work. So I'm like,
oh,
I mean, we have a gas one too, but she was thinking, you want an electric one? I'm like, I guess if we don't want to get
It's
gas,
quieter too. Is yours quiet? Mine's really
I
quiet.
haven't tried it yet. So you can because usually
Is
I
it
put
a
on
Sun Joe?
I don't know what it is, but it's cheap.
We bought ours for like $70
yeah,
online. It's
cheap.
called a Sun Joe.
I'll take a
And
look at soon at some point.
yeah, and man, I was just like, I was really happy to go mow my lawn. I don't know why. Like, yeah, I've never mowed my lawn. I guess
Well, good times, dude. Did you have a
you
beer?
got an experience, huh?
Dude, were you drinking a beer at the same time?
I'm at beer number 2 already.
Well, chill out, dude.
What? We're like 5 minutes in. Second beer in.
I have days off just because I need to take the days off. And this whole day I've been having this blanket in my lap, so I look like an old guy, like an old a rolling chair, Should have that one of those hats on. But
I guess I did work Tokyo Con this past weekend. I didn't even talk about that, huh?
yeah, I saw pictures from that, and a lot of people there weren't wearing anything remotely Japanese.
There was a lot of people. Okay, all right. Let me clear the picture on that because I you said that to me, and I took pictures of things I knew.
Okay.
Right. Because like if somebody was like, oh yeah, that's and I was like, yeah, I know what that is. I know Darkwing Duck. I know who all the Robins are from the DC universe. I don't. And plus, to be weird, I don't want to be weird and taking pictures of like 14-year-old girls dressed up in like little outfits and stuff.
I know
like
what you mean.
So I was trying to keep it like in an age limit. And
you're trying to make it. You're trying to be as appropriate and not like you're like they shouldn't be wearing. But I got you. Yeah. But it's
like it got to the point where I was just like, man, I don't know half of this shit. And for me to say something like that, let's just be honest.
Well, you're not an anime guy.
No. I like some animes.
Yeah.
I watched the Attack of Titans. I watched the Castlevania when it came out. I watched but like I watched the old school stuff.
You watched Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke.
Yeah, Spirited Away, my neighbor Totoro. Yeah, I Death Note. And when I was younger, I owned like all the Guyver VHS cassettes. I had like Akira, Vampire Hunter D, Ninja Scroll. Like I like anime. It's just like I'm not into like the ones that the girls wear like schoolgirl uniforms and sailor outfits.
My wife loves Sailor Moon, but I think you knew that.
Yeah. I actually 1 year for Halloween I played Tuxedo Mask. A girl I was dating was Sailor Moon and I was Tuxedo Mask. I got a picture somewhere.
I call him Tuxedo Face just to make Leah mad.
Nice. That's awesome.
So I'm taking her somewhere tomorrow. I'm taking her to this thing. She doesn't know what it is. But remember Powell Gardens, the Botanical Gardens here in KC? Powell Gardens? Well, they're doing this thing called Dark Forest, where like it's like a spooky like
we've been there to that when they've done it. Yeah.
Leah doesn't know I'm taking her. She just knows I'm taking her somewhere. Is it cool?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it's what you expect. How about that?
I don't know what to expect. So
it's not going to change your world.
Okay, but
it's going to be cool.
Okay.
It's going to be cool. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. It's like when they have putt-putt in front of Nelson Atkins. Is it going to be the greatest putt-putt game you've ever played in your entire life? No. But you're playing putt-putt in front of Nelson Atkins.
Okay. This is kind of like a spooky haunted house, but in the Botanical Gardens.
Yeah, but it's in the garden, so you get to enjoy. So I mean, like, just enjoy it, man.
Okay.
Don't over criticize like you do.
I'll talk about it after next podcast.
Damn straight, you'll talk about it, and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's right. So we've been talking for about 15 minutes. Do you want to talk about movies?
Oh,
wait. Do you have anything else to say before we get into it? Like,
there's that one time in band camp. No, I don't.
Okay, man. Like we haven't had much happen this past week. We just saw movies, and the first movie we're talking about.
Yeah, during the week. I mean, I had a pirate even stay at my house. Anyway, continue.
What?
A pirate showed up last Friday and stayed at my house all weekend.
Did he bring rum?
Huh?
Did he bring rum?
She did not bring rum. No, I will have to. I have to yell at her next time. I'll be like, "You didn't bring rum. What's up with you?" No, anyway.
Did she come from KC?
Yep.
Was it Jessica?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's Bennett. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. We're talking about Lamb, directed by Vladimir Johansson. I think this is one of his films that. Nah, I mean he's a Icelandic director. This movie's in Icelandic. This is his first feature film. Also written by him and just one with just one name's John. He's a writer. He's written things like The Northman, which is The Northman that is fucking David Eggers' next movie. The guy did The Witch.
Yes.
This movie's like,
yes, I know.
And it stars Noomi Rapace.
Yannick, if you don't stop it, there won't be any home to go back to.
As Maria. It stars also Hilmar Snare Gudensson as Ingvar. It stars Bjorn Hilner Haraldson as Peter.
After Pavetta died, Calanthe would wake up howling in the night.
And then, of course, the Lamb as Ada. Why don't you go ahead and get that one?
I mean, it's really deep. That's so deep. I mean, like every time, man. That's like Have a Dream, man.
Why don't you read the storyline of this?
There's a storyline to this?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Really? I thought that was it, man. I thought you gave enough explanation. A childless couple, Maria and Ingrid, discover a mysterious newborn on the farm in Iceland. The unexpected prospect of a family life brings them much joy before ultimately destroying them. Really? They don't talk about. They don't talk. Okay, so are we allowed to talk about the twist?
I don't know, man. I don't think we should.
Really?
This is marketed as
I'm pretty sure the trailer alone kind of gives away what's going on, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you want to say it? Because I mean, even the fucking I'm looking at the poster right now.
Yeah. Okay. So the kid is half lamb, half human. And the one question that did not get answered during this whole entire movie is, who fucked the lamb?
Dude, that's the answer at the very end.
No, it doesn't. I don't believe that answer.
Okay.
I can't. Okay. All right. This is my one. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You started.
No. You go for it. You go first.
Okay. So this is marketed as a horror film. It is not that.
No, it is like a slow burner thriller.
Okay. So here's the thing. So you may have hated this movie.
I didn't say I hated it.
Okay,
I did not say that.
Okay.
I did not say that.
Okay, you may have, but you may. But listen, I love slow films. I love quiet films, and this is both of them.
Yeah.
And
there's maybe 17 sentences in this entire movie.
but you know,
2-hour movie with maybe 17
this movie is just packed with like symbolism, you know, like themes of like grief and loss and infidelity and redemption and secrets and all that shit. And that's
all the above.
And I thought it was beautiful. I can understand like for example, I wouldn't recommend this to people that don't watch movies. You know, like Leah's parents would say
this is an artsy slow burn movie, man. This is a movie where if you just want to relax, you're sitting on the couch and you're like, you want to just chill and not feel pressure from anything. And at the end of the movie, you want to say, okay, what the fuck was that? Okay. All right.
That's
what happened.
It gets kind of gnarly. I think you're like,
it gets some gnarliness. I mean, okay. This is my only problem with this movie. All right. I feel like there are points in this movie that should have had a reaction. That there was no reaction. They're just like one in particular, and I feel like since we know that the baby's a lamb, and I don't feel like this is spoiling too much. It's when they discover the baby lamb, and they just kind of look at each other. They don't go like they're not, and they don't even look at each other with concern. They look at each other like they're happy.
Well, it kind of makes sense in the way when you find out about their past.
It kind of makes sense, but at the same time, Look at the fucking thing, man. I mean, like, there's only.
If that were me, I'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" Like, that would be me. Like,
right? That's what. At least one of them. At least one of them. The only one that reacted that way was Uncle Peter. Like, like he was like, "All right,
yeah,
all right." What he's trying to be nice.
I really laughed hard when I saw his reaction to it. I thought that was hilarious.
He was just like, "All right, that's what's going on here." My brother's obviously a sheep fucker.
Yeah. So, but it's interesting movie for sure. I know people. I went with my brother, my wife, and our friend fell asleep like halfway through. And I remember I was going out of the theater, and this girl was like telling her friends, "Why did you make me see that? Why did you make me see that?" And I was like, I don't know. I kind of liked it. I was like that.
You all right, Chris. Let's just have a conversation real quick.
Let me take this sweater off real quick. Put on because
all right, you just put it back. Didn't you just put it on?
I know, but I need to take it off now.
Oh, you gotta get naked. Oh, look at those nipples. Oh, it got real in here. It got real.
Let's have that conversation.
Anybody got $1? Someone tip Chris $1. We need it. We need $1. Chris needs a $1 bill.
Let's have that conversation 1 minute. Let's have the conversation.
All right. Stop taking fuckers to artsy movies, dude. You need to stop. All right. If you're taking me to it, it's understandable. We're watching it. We're music, but you can't take every movie person to movies like this.
Okay,
they're not gonna like you afterwards.
Well, I didn't take them. I said I'm seeing this, and they're like, "Oh, I want to see that too." I'm like, "Do you? Okay, let's go together."
Maybe you should explain better.
Okay, I do want to mention that once Ada was, in the film, I was gonna lose my mind thinking bad happened to her. I would have I would have broken down.
Oh, remember when Peter was talking to her and what she said back to him? I think we got the quote. Can you play that quote?
Yeah. Oh, it broke my heart, dude.
Dude, that part broke my heart. I could not believe she said that. And it was just, man. Oh, and remember the parents were in that fight and she was staring at him. And remember she said, you got it.
I used to put that over and over.
I swear that was it was so heartbreaking. It hurt me right here. By means, this movie could have been 20 minutes shorter. That's my only thing.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm saying that is just because I wanted it to get quicker to a part where things mattered, because it kind of slow burned to get to when Ada pops in.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I would have had a better.
Do you wish she'd known less about it going in?
No.
My wife thinks that she went in without when you think about it, she would have liked it more. She didn't hate it. She hated Pig, and I love Pig. So but I actually like this movie quite a bit.
You didn't like this movie?
I did like this movie.
Okay. I liked it, but I think it just needed a little more. It needed some more confusion scenes. It needed some more awkwardness because there was 3 times in this movie. I think I'd say 3 times that they were really awkward. Where awkward things happen.
Yeah.
But I wanted just one more, like Farmer John from down the road comes by, or just one other awkward moment somewhere. And
because
I feel
this really could, since it happened in a vacuum because it takes place in Iceland out in the middle of nowhere, you start to wonder, is this real? Is this real?
And the main actress,
Numi Rapace, who played Maria.
Yeah, this was the first time she ever spoke Icelandic in a movie.
Oh yeah, because she's Swedish. I know that she was in that.
She learned Icelandic when she was a child, but this is the highest grossing motion picture in the history of Icelandic cinema.
Well, I mean,
earning over $1 million in the first weekend alone.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I like Numi Rapace. I remember her. I watched her.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is also makes the film the most attended Icelandic film shown in U.S. theaters ever.
It's a tiny film too. There's 4 people in it. You know.
I know, and it's like, well, wasn't there that movie with Bjork? Didn't Bjork have an Icelandic? I guess that wasn't that popular then, huh?
We just want to dance in the dark.
Maybe. Yeah, there's a Bjork movie years ago where she was like an older woman.
Yeah, dance
like that.
It's called Dance in the Dark. I know what you're talking about.
I guess maybe that was an Icelandic. Maybe it was just
like it's a European film, like sort of
like an American
European
film or a European film. I don't know. I remember that movie though. Dancer in the dark.
But this movie, it's kind of fucked up. It's bizarre. It's definitely an odd movie.
That's it.
Huh? Oh yeah,
that's it. And I don't even think I'm going to say half of these.
Okay.
Like they're dumb.
They're all Icelandic. Yeah, they're all Icelandic guys. And Neil's about to. If you use half those, it's half the dialogue in the movie.
Yeah, it really is.
Because most of it's like Ada. That's most of the movie. Like
they're saying time travel is possible now. What did he say? I don't know. Something about folktales. I wasn't understanding. What the fuck is this? You can stay as long as you want, but don't disturb how Maria and I live our lives. It's not a child, it's an animal. Ada is a gift, a new beginning. My love, that's what's happening now. That's literally it. That's all I could write. And there's 5 things there, or 4 things there that I read over that. It's like, yeah, I probably shouldn't say that one.
So the ending is crazy. It's a fucking crazy ending. I remember going, what?
Yeah. And I mean, it's one of those that isn't ironic, don't you think? Like, it's just one of those like, okay, that happened. And then they walk off, and you're just like,
I kind of feel like I have a feeling that you're gonna, if you walk out of this, you're not gonna know how you feel about it right away.
No. I still don't know how I feel about it. I watched it yesterday morning at the independent theater named Circle Cinema here in Tulsa. That they did hold the Reservation Dogs premiere at that place. Yeah? Reservation Dogs written by
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservation Dogs.
Wait, is this okay? Who wrote that one?
Taika Waititi.
Oh, he did. Okay, nice.
Taika Waititi. Waititi. Yeah, it's the TV show about the Native Americans on the reservation here in Oklahoma. It's a television show on Hulu.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. If you get a chance. It's not What We Do in Shadows, but man, it's got some of that humor in there. I'm not gonna lie, because it's Taika Waititi, and all Native Americans are the directors and the writers besides him.
That's good. I mean, I know he's also Kiwi. He's also sort of a native person of a place the white people tried to take over. But boom. Do you want to? I'm gonna run some emails right now. Do you want to guess the audience score for this?
We haven't given our scores?
Yeah, we're going to score. Sorry. You go first on this one.
I'm going to give it a 3.5. And the reason why is, again, I needed a little bit more. I'm not saying a lot. I'm not saying they had to shoot for the fucking moon.
Yeah.
I like the premise. I like the leaving you with what the fuck at the end. I like that. But I think it needed a little more. I needed a little more meat with my potatoes. You know what I'm saying? I just needed just a little bit more. A little more what the fuck. A little more. It should have been more than just the 3-4 characters they had. There should have been like a 5th or 6th. There should have been, like, there's one point where there's a car full of people. I'm not going to say when and where to spoil it or anything like that. But there's a point where there's a car full of people. It'd been great if the car full of people saw the kid.
Okay.
So that's my only downfall on it.
my score is gonna be much higher. I give it 4.1.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah, sorry.
Because this is right up your fucking alley.
Oh yeah, yeah. You saw this, you're like,
I'm surprised you don't get a lamb right under fuck. You should get like right where your Black Phillip is. You should get like a little lamb head, like right next to it, and people are just like, "What the fuck?" And you'll be like, "I like four-legged animals with horns, so you can."
So the thing is about this movie is that I really liked it, But if I had any criticisms, one, it's super dense, right? A lot of people watch this and like, what the fuck? I remember afterwards, I was like, I had to read everything I could about it. But it's also I don't really have a problem with the length and the quietness of it. That's my shit.
No. I get that some people like that. I'm just giving you what I.
Yeah. So it's not the best movie in the world, but it's definitely one of the most unusual movies I've seen this year for sure.
Yeah.
One of them. It's an odd movie, and I appreciate it for that. Now I'm on Rotten Tomatoes. What do you think the audience gave this movie?
47.
61%.
Ooh, they went higher. I thought a lot of people wouldn't understand it. This is the way I thought would happen.
Yeah, but aren't we shitty? Right? So what's the critics score on this?
It'd be like an 81.
84. You're really close.
Yeah, I figured because a lot of critics are like you. They like the slow burners, and that's cool. So, I get it.
Here's the consensus. Darkly imaginative and brought to life by a pair of striking central performances, Lamb shears expectations with its singularly woolly chills. Could they fit any more like fabric or like any more like puns in there? You know what I mean?
Hey! They gotta do what they gotta do, bro.
I would recommend people who like movies. I would recommend they go see this movie. And when I say I like movies, I mean like you and I like movies. You know what I mean? Like we see.
Yeah, you gotta like the movies, people. There's just no way about it. Now, there's some things, man. There's some things I want to talk to you about, and I don't know how you're gonna like talking about them, but we need to talk about them. Are you ready to throw that new segment on?
Oh yeah, I definitely ready. Let's do it.
All right, hit that button. Movies don't suck, and some that do news. I'm going to tell you all the information that came out the last 7 days since the last time you heard our beautiful voices, and hopefully it's all good. Let's talk about the good one first.
Okay, all right.
The thing we've been talking about the last 3 weeks, it did not happen, as you know. The Hollywood strike was resolved with a new TV and film contract for stage workers beforehand. So on October 3rd, was going to be a strike. October 18th, members officially were going to shut down, but they agreed according 10-hour turnaround times between shifts, 54-hour weekend turnarounds, increased funding of health and pension plans. MLK Day is now Martin Luther King Day is now a holiday. Diversity, equality, and inclusion incentives, meal penalties, and a 3% rate increase.
Nice. So they got what they wanted.
So they got what they wanted, and so we're not going to have a strike. Now, let's talk about the negative thing that happened. Right. Actually, 23 hours ago.
Okay.
Netflix walkout.
Yeah.
The complete list of protesters' demands revealed. They wanted to eliminate references and imagery of Chappelle. Acknowledge that special cases harm to trans community and Netflix's responsibility. Trans and non-binary content investment in trans and non-binary. The compatible class of investments should include, but not limited, the works produced by Chappelle. And it just keeps on going on and on and on. This is the question I have. Is this cancel culture, or did Dave Chappelle cross the line too much? It's stand-up comedy, which
it is stand-up comedy, but Dave Chappelle is not a stranger to saying things that I find disagreeable. Personally, he spoke beautifully about the Black Lives Matter thing, but I I was turned off from his last special because he started saying things that I'm like I understand he's supposed to cross the line, but there's a point where
Yeah.
saying like there's a point where you're I've had a problem with what he's been saying for a while, honestly,
Right.
and so I didn't like his last special. I didn't, to me, I'm all about free speech with the as a company. If you're gonna release something that's kind of hateful, and both you and I are allies of the trans community, both you
Yeah.
and I, and so
For sure.
when he said like when he started defending J.K. Rowling, and when he was saying basically when he said he is a turf, like when he said that, I'm like
Oh man.
yeah,
Yeah.
and started doubling.
And
He
I get
started
it.
doubling down, and I'm like, this is this is like I'm not. I don't. Netflix has this responsibility for the workers and the people that they employ to not put out
but
shit.
at the same time, and at the same time, putting stuff out there that has hate messages.
Yep.
And let's just be honest. A lot of people say this is cancel culture, stuff like that. But have you ever watched Star Trek: The Next Generation?
Mm-hmm.
What's the one thing you don't see a lot of in that show? Racism, people.
Yeah.
There are people literally talking to Klingons like they're nothing.
Mm-hmm.
These people with big ridges in their forehead that have murdered millions of people, but they talking to them with no protest.
Yep.
And I get it. Hate isn't a thing we should promote anymore in this world, especially against anybody that's different than white male American. Believe me, I am white male America. I get it. I am a 40-year-old white guy that grew up in Indiana. I mean, I'm about as white male as they come. I mean, I grew up in the hood in a trailer court, but
yeah.
I didn't grow up no suburb or anything like that. But I'm just saying, let's stop with all the hate already. And maybe if you got a message like that, you know how easy it would have been to edit out that 10 minutes of that fucking, special.
Yeah, and it's saying that he doubled down on it. He didn't say,
Yeah. And that's the bad part. Just like with what's her name from I don't even remember her name now, from The Mandalorian.
Gina Carano.
Yeah, when she doubled down on it. Don't double down. Hey, look. Just say, hey, look, I made a mistake. Because guess what? If she would have said, hey, look, I made a mistake, she would have a show on freaking Disney.
But here's
Plus
the problem.
right now.
I don't think that David Chappelle thinks he made a mistake.
Yeah.
So
well, all right. Well, let's move on from that. I don't want to talk anymore about that. That's too many. That's too politics.
But what we want to say is that we are allies of the trans community. So
we're allies of everybody, dude. To be honest, everybody but hate. My favorite thing I used to tell people and this is more when I was a bouncer, more violent, my late 20s, early 30s, is like I am a bully for bullies. Yeah. I hate bullies. I hate people that pick on other people because they can't fight back. And if I see it in front of me, I'm more likely to go to jail because I will knock the guy out.
Here's the thing: the people that were being picked on fought back. Finally, I mean, they did it. So
oh my God, they're fighting back. All right, let's go to a happy thing. You ready?
Woo,
you ready to have a smile on your face?
Break it down.
Happy to have a smile on your face?
Yeah, let's do it, dude.
One of your favorite movies is getting a sequel.
What movie is this?
Psycho Gorman has got the green light for a sequel. It is being worked on right now, but making it surprisingly, they said it's complicated right now. But director Steven Koskowski says the sequel's in the writing right now. I want to follow up that something that delivers, and so that more people love the movie and want more from it. The more I like, oh shit, I got to deliver a thing. I'm trying. I'm working on it. It's surprisingly complicated trying to get this off the ground. Sequel issues, rights, and things, Just trying to make things sure everything lines up possibly.
You and I both really like Psycho Gorman, so I'm really glad that we're talking about it.
Oh, dude, it was so fun. It's like, I want to watch it again just because I said it now. All right, let's have the long conversation because we need to. This is going to be, I don't know, I'll try to go through it as quick as possible.
Okay.
So this past weekend, DC fandom happened.
That's like the fan event or like a fan con?
Yeah, that's online and you can go online and they give you a bunch of new information of what's coming up in the next year.
Yeah.
First, they released the trailer for Black Adam.
Okay.
Or the teaser trailer, I
Uh-huh.
should say, for Black Adam. Really cool. You don't really see The Rock really in it. He's kind of hidden from the dorm or whatever.
Okay.
It's just pretty much them setting it up. So it looked kind of cool from what it is, but you didn't get much. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom had a good behind the scenes, and them talking about how they're going into like a more mature direction for it to be a little more sophisticated.
I hope so.
Yep. Michael B. Jordan announced Static Shock. He is working on producing a movie about Static Shock, the teenager cartoon that was out just a couple of years ago. Then we got, I don't know which order I say these ones in. Batgirl. We got Batgirl.
Yeah.
We got, them just saying how happy they are. And the information that the best Commissioner Gordon is returning. J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. Okay.
Yeah. Is returning as Commissioner Gordon.
You don't think Gary Oldman was better?
No, I mean, yeah, I do. But, I mean, it was in Christopher Nolan, so it's bad writing. Anyway. And then Blue Beetle is getting a show, his own movie. Milestone Comics was like the Machine Men and stuff like that is getting its own. We got a clip of Injustice, the movie, which I already watched this week, and it was like, yeah. Other animated movies, Catwoman with Kat Kane's Woman is getting a movie. Now here comes the two big ones. I went through all those really quick so I could get to the big ones. First was the trailer for The Flash.
I watched that.
It had some behind the scenes, and then it just had like a minute of teaser trailer. Did you watch it? Did I send it?
I did watch it. Yeah, you did send it to me.
Yeah,
I did watch it.
And really bigly said, "Hey, guess who's in this movie? Michael Keaton, Batman."
Yeah.
Like they made it very clear it's based on the Flashpoint. It's based off of that, and made it very clear there's several Flashes in there because there's like 3 different versions of the Flash in one scene.
Yeah,
and then so I can't wait for that. And let's talk about the biggest part of this entire event, and I think the whole reason this event existed this year. And that was for the full trailer of Robert Pattinson's The Batman.
I can't wait. I really can't.
Holy fuck beans! Did it not look like Arkham Asylum? Did it not look like, like it just looked gritty and like how a Batman movie should look?
It looks, I mean, this definitely, I'm glad it looks gritty. I'm glad it looks dirty. I'm glad it looks grimy. It's not Batman Forever. It's not Batman and Robin. This is a young Batman. It's not
Dark Knight. It's good. Looks good. It looks like actually it's going to be Batman.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think they inarguably had some really great villains on the Nolan side, but we didn't have a great Batman. I think this is going to be a great Batman. I think Robert Pattinson's going to be a great Batman.
Robert Pattinson, I think, is going to knock it out of the park, dude. I hope he does.
Because honestly, there have been 2 really great Batmans. It's been Keaton, and there's been and there's always been George Clooney.
Yeah. And the last thing that was announced was, of course, Wonder Woman 3 is officially happening with Gal Gadot.
Linda Carter, how could it not? Yeah, how could it not?
And director Patty Jenkins all are returning as well.
Hopefully they do a little better with this one, because Wonder Woman 2 wasn't quite my thing.
Now, an actress from The Quiet Place is going to be playing Helen Keller.
Emily Blunt's playing Helen Keller?
No, Melissa Simmons, the little girl. The
deaf
girl is going to be playing Helen Keller on the screen. Like, she is. It's called a biopic called Helen and Teacher. Simmons break the role with Ron Struck. I know there's a. I don't know. It doesn't say anything else about it right here. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
It's gonna be. Wait a minute. What's her name? Gosh dang it! I see her picture and I can't remember her name. Why can't I remember her name?
I don't have the news.
Why can't I remember her name, Chris? What did I do to do this? Oh yeah, Rachel Brisson, the marvelous Miss Marrow.
Okay.
The marvelous Miss Maisel is going to be playing the teacher. So wow, way to go! I hope she knocks out of the park. I hope she gets millions of dollars.
I hope it's good. Yeah.
Are you ready for the saddest news of the week?
Yeah.
The sexiest man alive is going to take a break from doing movies. He's going on sabbatical.
He's not Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds is taking a sabbatical, people. Even though he's got 7 more movies coming out in the next year, he's taking a sabbatical.
he's taking a little break, like he's been making ever since Deadpool, he had sort of a revival and popularity. So he's been pumping out movies, and so hey, he's got stuff coming out, and he can just sort of hang back now. He can sort of
like the movie he just got done filming, wrapping after, and that's when he announced this was he just did a comedy Christmas movie called Spirited with Will Ferrell.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Musical comedy. I mean, I don't know what more you guys want from this guy, except for like 10 other Deadpool movies.
Yeah. I mean,
rumored the TV show She-Hulk is gonna be setting up World War Hulk, the movie.
So She-Hulk, is that starring who I think it is?
I don't know who's it's starring.
Didn't they say that Natalie Portman is to be She-Hulk?
No. How can Natalie Portman be She-Hulk and female Thor?
That's right. So but She-Hulk, that's being Allison Brie?
No, it's Tatiana Maslany.
Okay, whoever that is. All right.
Tatiana Maslany is a famous actress that has done many, many, many films in the past.
Dude,
I mean, she has done things like.
By the way, I want to mention what I'm tired of seeing.
Perry Mason, Orphan Black. Sir.
Okay, listen, dude. I want to mention something.
Anyway.
So,
I know Perry
can we talk about the Eternals trailer for a second?
Yeah, what about it?
I'm tired of seeing that fucking trailer. I'm tired of it.
I know, and it's nothing against the movie. I want to see the movie.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I want to see it. I'm very interested in seeing the movie.
Yeah, dude, when I saw Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and that trailer came on, this dude next to me couldn't fucking hold his excitement. And at the end where I don't know the character hits the table and his brain hits it and it breaks and he goes, Fall collection IKEA. The dude next to me could not. He exploded with laughter. I'm like, it's funny, but it's not that funny.
Yeah, but you got to understand, it's probably the first time he ever saw that.
I mean, it wasn't. I mean,
we've seen it 17 times. We've seen it 17 and a half times now.
I'm not tired of it. Yeah.
All right. So the few last ones.
Okay.
Danny DeVito is going to be a part of. Is going to be a part of the Haunted Mansion movie.
Of course, he's got to.
So now you have Danny DeVito, Owen Wilson, Lakeith Steinfeld, and Tiffany Haddish.
It's Danny DeVito's.
It's Danny DeVito.
I know, but I'm just like, that's the funniest part about Super Troopers 2, those Canadian people calling him Danny DeVito's. All right.
I'm going to do.
Kind of like Neeson. Right. Kind of like Liam Neeson's now. Liam Neeson's not Liam Neeson, but Liam Neeson's for Key Bill. All right.
Clerks 3 will arrive in 2022.
What day? Do you have a day?
That's all he said.
Okay. So
in 2022.
Dude, DC has a big year coming up. It really does.
And so does Marvel. So I mean, Marvel versus DC forever, I guess.
Well, I mean, for a while, it's Marvel versus the tiny DC, but DC, I think, have been, unlocked the formula to make good movies.
Mm-hmm.
So, they got the secret recipe. Are you good?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to get the next one?
One more.
Oh, one more. Let's do it.
And this one's big. This is what we call a segue. story.
Segue. Gotcha.
All right. So, the director of Halloween Kills, David Gordon Green, is going to be doing for Blumhouse, directing all 3 of the new Exorcist trilogy as well.
Whoa. Can you... So, I saw a preview for like an Exorcist movie. That's separate, right? Like I saw a preview for that before I am. Okay. Well, cool, man.
No, that's a different one because this hasn't even been made yet.
So, but they got David Gordon Green to do those 3, like 3 Exorcist
They're
movies.
going to do 3 Exorcist movies, a whole storyline.
If they can be as good as half as good as the Really Freaking one, I'm excited because honestly, that religious horror stuff scares the living shit out of me. like
religious horror scares the shit out of you?
Yeah. And
I
I'm an
gotta give you a
atheist.
list of some movies, man. I got to give you a list of movies, man, because I think there's some of them you probably haven't seen. Then,
I mean, so like when I saw The Conjuring in theaters, that scared the living fuck out of me. I'm not.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a Christian at all. I'm an atheist, but that shit.
What about In the Days?
Huh?
End of Days?
It's okay, man. It's all right.
Stigmata?
Yeah, that scared the living shit out of me. Yeah, that's a scary movie.
Yeah. All right. That's it, man. That's news. Let's go to the last one. Let's do it. That's movies don't suck and something in the news. I told him all the information about DC, and he's going to have to eat it, just like Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. All right, so we are ready to talk about the big.
Oh my gosh! I feel like, it's really sad, and I can't believe I didn't think about this, and I should have done this when I sent you all the clips, and I feel like
you like the theme song, right? Like the theme song for this, you should have sent it to me. I thought about
what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the John Carpenter theme song for this movie.
What, the one that's open domain public to everybody on the internet?
Yeah, that one.
That one? Do you think
is it public domain now? Yeah.
Halloween. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about the new Michael Myers movie. Chris, get started on it.
This is directed by David Gordon Green. He has directed the other Halloween from 2018. He's also directed things like what is he directed? Manglehorn, Joe, Prince Avalanche, The Sitter, Your Highness, Pineapple Express, and of course
he was a producer in the Halloween. Yeah.
He was also this is written by Deborah Hill, John Carpenter, and
he's also doing the new Hellraiser TV series too.
Danny McBride helped write the Halloween Kills.
He's found it down. That's why he got the job right there. He's found it down. Because
Danny McBride wrote this movie as well. This you gotta turn that off so I have to play clips. This stars the amazing Jamie Lee Curtis.
Tommy, Halloween night, it's when people play tricks on each other.
Right, and she plays Laurie Strode. This also stars Judy Greer as Karen, who plays Jamie Lee Curtis' daughter.
Just for the record, I didn't ask for this.
This also it stars Will Patton as who's Officer Hawkins.
Officer Hawkins.
God damn it! You're right, Kirk, you're right.
I don't give a fuck if you think I'm right.
You're talking about life in America. The way the rich get rich off the backs of the poor.
Right, and also it stars the amazing
let
Anthony
it play,
Michael.
man. You got to let it all play. Come on.
All Anthony Michael Hall.
Come on. It's the best clip. It's the best clip ever.
We accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it was we did wrong. But we think you're crazy to make us write an essay telling you who we think we are. And you see us as you want to see us. In the simplest terms, with the most convenient definitions. But what we found out is that each one of us is a brain,
And an athlete. And a basket case. A princess.
and a criminal. Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club.
can we both say that you and I were really attracted to the basket case?
I was all of them.
But which one were you really attracted to?
I was the brain because I had really good grades.
That's not asking what you were. I'm not asking you what you were.
I was a basket case, and I was an athlete, and I was also a show choir. I was also what? So what? Which one? Now say it again.
I'm asking which one did you like? Like, were you really into? Like in the movie? I was in the
like.
basket
Who did I
case.
think hot?
Yeah.
Both. Like both. Because I dated both. I dated Red. I dated Redhead Princey, and I also dated Pass.
Okay, I remember.
And it's Molly Ringwald, dude. I always thought she was like super hot. Like I don't know, like that was maybe me, but.
So by the way, Topher, bring the motherfucking ruckus. So
bring the motherfucking ruckus. So Halloween, man. Tell me about it. Oh, you want me to read that storyline for everybody? Because it's not pretty clear what a Halloween movie is. Holy fuck, Kit. All right.
Is it long?
Yeah. Let me get my mouth ready for this. Holy shit. All right. And the Halloween night when Michael Myers returned isn't over yet. Minutes after Laurie Strode, her daughter Karen, and her granddaughter Allison left masked monster Michael Myers caged and burning in Laurie's basement. Laurie is rushed to the hospital with life-threatening injuries, believing she finally killed her lifelong tormentor. But when Michael manages to free himself from Laurie's trap, his ritual bloodbath resumes as Laurie fights her pain and prepares to defend herself against him. She inspires all of Haddonfield to rise up against their unstoppable monster. The Strode woman joined a group of other survivors of Michael's first rampage who decide to take matters into their own hands, forming a vigilante mob that sets out to hunt Michael down once and for all.
Evil dies tonight.
Evil dies tonight. Dun, dun, dun. Evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight.
Okay, so
that was one of the quotes I had written down. So
this is if you're gonna look at it, if you're retconning like you did, this would be the third Halloween film.
And if you don't do all the other ones, but it doesn't matter. You know, to be honest, it's just like,
dude, seriously.
Is that distracting?
Yeah, it's a little distracting.
Anyway. All right. Anyway, so Michael Myers has had his ups and downs in the world of horror movies.
Yeah.
Chris isn't a huge fan of H2O, which I was a huge fan of. Because if you don't watch the next movie after it, is a great ending. But the next movie afterwards sucked, and it ruined the whole thing.
Do you like the Rob Zombie Halloweens? Of course
yes.
you do, right? Yes.
I like the first one. The second one, but the first one was very because it gave this dark, gritty, look at Michael Myers' childhood.
Yeah. So
before he became the weirdo.
Halloween Kills has that homage to the original Halloween 2, the original one. The fact that it takes place a lot in a hospital. Yeah. So,
if you are looking for Laurie Strode to be the hero of this movie, like the last one, it's not going to happen, people. Yeah. She got injured. She is pretty much, what's the best way to say it? She's sidelined. She's sidelined in this movie. Yeah. So a whole new group of people can take in charge. And if you're looking for the original Halloween movie, where they just act like things get stabbed and they kind of, show you a little bit, and it's more of the thriller, him jumping out of weird places kind of stuff. That is not this fucking movie. This movie is a gore fest. Everyone dies. When they say Halloween Kills, fuck that. It should have been Halloween. Michael Myers kills. And he kills. Everybody dies.
Yeah, this is a very bloody movie, very, very violent, and
so much gore, and so much unnecessary gore, and that's coming from me.
Yeah, I know. So I do think this movie, it's not perfect at all.
This movie is The Emperor Strikes Back.
But both you and I really, really liked Halloween. the last one, because we were like, this is how through Halloween 2 should have been, right? But this one is not that, and it's not as good for sure. It's not near as good
Yeah,
as
but
Halloween.
this is how I'm gonna say it to you. Are you right?
Yeah,
In creating a story,
sure.
when you write a story,
Mm-hmm.
you have an arc.
Mm-hmm.
It's called beginning, rising action, climax,
Yeah, and
falling
the falling
action,
action.
and then
Yeah,
conclusion.
resolution. Yeah.
This is the rising action. This is
So you,
not even the climax.
so you think the
This
third one's
is
gonna that will do all those three the last three
yes,
parts?
yes,
Okay.
yes. Because this is the way I see it. This movie didn't really have a story.
Not
Let's
at
be
all.
honest, not at all. And but in 3 years, 4 years, whatever, when all three of these movies are able to be watched in a row, which they're only like an hour and a half each.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, you're looking at like what, like
What can happen 3 or 4 years from now when all 4 movies are out is you can
when
start
all
from
three
Halloween.
movies.
When you start
Yeah,
from
the fourth
Halloween,
one, if you do the 1978 and then start.
yeah, 1978
But
and move it on, and this will be like something that's gonna be
on the
good, but
streaming service, and you watch it like while you're watching them all, and it's just like there it is, and it clicks over to the next one, but you got all your gore.
yeah.
You got all of it out of the way. It was all within this hour and a half of a movie. Hour 45 minutes, whatever. It did add to the story a little.
Bit.
It added a little, a little, but it still added to it.
Yeah.
Our main hero was healing up the whole time because she knows she's going to have to go toe to toe with the boogeyman. You know?
Yeah.
But this is just gore. Michael Myers, unstoppable. He is the demon from hell.
Are we gonna get an explanation for why he's so superhuman?
Never. Why? Why would you want that? Why would you want that?
Yeah, that's true.
Why is Jason Voorhees superhuman?
Yeah. Why is
the worst thing they ever did to Freddy Krueger was tell you that it was night demons that came and visited him while he was burning alive, and that they promised him all this power. I hated that. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
There's this bit by Patton Oswalt where he says, "I don't want to know where it came from. I still love the stuff I love." Like, for example, that's the prequels, and how in the third one is like Death Star shows up and he's like, "What's it doing?" He's like, "Well, Darth Vader is just in, but it's kind of standing there looking at it," and he's like, "I don't care how the AC got put in. I just want to, love the things I love." So we don't need that much exposition on Michael Myers, but we do want to know if he can die. like that's the
and
case.
One of the main issues I had with this movie was Anthony Michael Hall.
You mean Vince Neil?
Where is Paul Rudd?
He's dead, right?
Paul Rudd is Tommy Doyle.
Oh, that's right.
The same character.
Oh, so they recast him.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd was he's so.
And to be honest, good. Paul, you probably wouldn't want Paul Rudd.
He's so good looking. He's so good looking. He's so good looking. Right? It's hard to.
He's a good actor, and he's probably worth a lot of money right now. So it's kind of hard to.
Do you think they're filming Ghostbusters and this at the same time? It's like not. I'm too busy doing Ghostbusters.
Probably, 100%, 100%. Yeah. So this is a slasher movie, guys. This is straight up gore. If you're looking for a lot of substance, you're not going to find it here. But if you're looking for a hack and slasher for your Halloween season, this is it. This is your hack and slash. There is gore in this movie that is not needed. And it teaches you a lot about mob mentality.
It teaches you a lot about human anatomy as well.
Yeah, human anatomy and mob mentality about maybe we shouldn't jump the gun as a mob.
Honestly think they could have what they could have done is they could have maybe traded in editing a bit. Like I really feel like that part maybe shouldn't be more than they could have traded out scenes. You know what I mean? Because like you said, there's not much of a story, but there are scenes with an arc, and I really feel like they could have edited it a bit better.
Yeah. But I am going to say this though: the scenes from the scenes where they redid the 1978 Halloween.
Yeah, that
like
was cool.
there's two officers in a house.
Yeah.
The therapist, Dr. Loomis, came in at one part.
He's dead,
Those
right?
did not look
That-
CGI. Yeah, he passed away years ago. Those did not look like CGI
Not at
as
all.
much as they were. And so the special effects were good. The gore was good. But this is not a substance movie. This is straight up. This is Michael Myers doing the most killing I think I've ever seen Michael Myers do. Like, I don't know if they did this just to up the body count, so he's not like on the lower tome of the Freddy versus Pinhead versus Jason versus Chucky versus, you know, all them.
You'll have
Jigsaw
fun
versus
if you have history. If you liked all the Halloweens, you'll definitely have some fun.
Yeah, definitely.
But
like
but
it will definitely just be a lot of good times watching gory people getting messed up. I mean, there's one scene where a guy jumps off of a building and he just splatters all over the ground, and it looks like something directly out of like a trauma film, like a Toxic Avenger.
So if you're a gore whore, hey man, you're gonna like this movie a lot.
You're gonna jerk off twice during this movie if you're a gore whore. You're gonna get, but you might put a finger in the butt. Like definitely, it might get really weird watching this movie.
There's a couple of scenes next to me, and the girl was like she had her legs up on the seat, scrunched up, and she squealed with laughter when someone died. She'd like grab her boyfriend and go hoo hoo, or she would hoo, but she'd laugh, and I was like, this is fun.
That's the problem with me watching a horror movie or gore movie. Is that I always laugh.
You see a horrible thing happen, you're like, oh, this is hilarious.
That's great. And people are just like, I'm sorry. Was I not supposed to laugh?
But I mean, like, you know, you shouldn't go in this without context at all. I think if you have
this is not, I mean, you cannot watch this alone. You got to watch the other one.
Yeah.
At least the one right before it.
But I would recommend watching Halloween and then Halloween 2018 and then going into Halloween Kills, right?
And that's gonna push a lot of moviegoers off, you know, because you got to watch if they haven't seen the other two.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to go see this one.
Yeah.
You know, so I get it. So let's get to quotes.
Yeah.
Do I get quotes? I got some quotes. All right. He needs to die, and I need to be the one to get him. You didn't see him. Who? The boogeyman. Oh, that's a French term. It means this bitch tastes good. The boogeyman is coming for me and for you. Don't talk shit about the woman. She will fuck you up. Have you ever heard of Michael fucking Myers? You have a permit. Do you have a permit for any of those? Some of them. Talk about his guns. Yeah, because that's America. Hey, Michael, this is for Dr. Loomis. And then, of course, your favorite quote. Evil dies tonight.
Right.
Evil dies tonight.
You guys, you don't know, I texted Neil that after I saw the movie.
You should not die because of the darkness I created. Every time someone is afraid, the boogeyman wins. Look, now he is turning us all into monsters. He is a 6-year-old boy with the strength of a man and the mind of an animal. I always thought Michael Myers was flesh and blood, just like you and me. A mortal man could not survive what he has been through. And then I made a note about this, and I got to make a note about this.
Okay.
There's one scene where the group is going to go get Michael Myers, or they're going to go after Michael Myers. Like we said, there's a riot group or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's carrying some badass weapons, man. There's somebody with an axe. There's someone with a baseball bat. Let's talk about the lady with the iron. Why did she grab an iron? Out of all the things that's in your fucking house, like a broomstick, a butcher knife, a fork even, She grabs the iron.
Yeah, get something cool, man. Like a frying
Like,
pan.
the
A frying
cord
pan
was
maybe.
even hanging from it. Like
Why
it
not?
was just like
If it was hot, I understand it. But if you know, like get like a frying pan. You got to skill it somewhere, right?
it wasn't even battery operated. You could tell because there's a cord hanging down from it.
Yeah. So I don't know about that. That was a little silly. Right?
That was a little silly, but whatever. This whole movie is kind of silly. Let's be honest. This was a silly horror movie. Silly horror movie with a lot of gore, and it was just a continuation so we can get to the final piece. So we can get down to the showdown we all want to see. The final time of Laurie Strode versus Michael fucking Myers. But I'm gonna give mad props to Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, she's all about it.
She supported the fuck out of this movie. She showed up mysteriously at Halloween Kills movie theater where they're like releasing it midnight, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they did at like 7:00 or whatever because they don't do it at midnight anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she comes and nobody knows that she's showing up. It's a surprise to everybody. And she just shows up, grabs a microphone. She goes, I'm glad I came to this one and not the midnight ones like they used to do years ago. She goes, because I go to bed at 8:00. She goes, it is 9:30. I am tired. I am drinking caffeine and coffee to stay awake right now to entertain you fuckers. And I love every one of you for enjoying the movies over the years, but fuck you guys for being awake this late.
Did John Carpenter show up?
No, that one was just Jamie Lee Curtis. And then I saw a podcast, not a podcast, but a panel where she sat there and got asked questions, and she answered everything fully. And it's Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't think she lies about anything. Like literally, I think she's just like me, where she's just like balls out there. Here it is. If you don't believe it, fuck you. I don't care.
Do you think that rumor is true?
What rumor?
About Jamie Lee Curtis?
What?
That she's intersex?
I don't know. I don't care.
All right.
I don't fucking care. She's Jamie Lee freaking Curtis. She plays in some of the greatest movies of all of history. A Fish Called Wanda, Trading Places. Like I could sit here pull her fucking
Snopes
True Lies.
says false.
Huh?
So Snopes says false. You go to Snopes.com, you type that in, they say it's false or unverified. So
okay, but like. I mean,
she's
come
great.
on.
She's
She's
amazing.
A Knives Out. She's been an Archer. She's been Scream Queens the show. That was great. I mean, gosh dang it, dude. We can go, House Arrest, freaking, oh my God. So
True Lies.
Spinal Tap.
Fucking True Lies.
I know. I said True Lies already. Like, I'm telling you, it's Jamie Lee fucking Curtis, man. She has earned her name in every bit of every, and she is horror movie royalty. Not only she is the original Scream Queen, and her mother is the original horror victim.
Yeah, Psycho.
Her mother from Psycho. I don't know what more you can say about it. I mean, she is the daughter of Janet Leigh from Psycho and Tony Curtis. I
feel like after this, I'm just gonna spend all evening watching John Carpenter films. I really do.
I don't like John Carpenter.
Why not?
I literally have a tattoo from They Live on my arm.
Okay.
I literally have a tattoo from it. You got all serious for a sec. You don't like John Carpenter? Dude, I literally have They Live tattooed on me. Like, I love John Carpenter. Everything he touches is gold to me. But all right. We didn't give a rating.
Oh, yeah. My score on this, because again, it's depending on if you watch the other ones and it's not near as good. Probably a 3.4, maybe.
I get it. I get you.
Yeah, I'm like, it's fine if you're wanting gore. If you see this standalone, you're not going to appreciate it as you would if you are intimately familiar with Halloween and Halloween 2018. And I feel like there's a tiny bit continuation of the story, but fucking barely, So like on a standpoint, I feel like that it was almost filler to me. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm going to give it a 4.0 because it was gory as fuck. I absolutely love it. Every fucking thing was so gory and fun. It made me have fun watching it. I laughed out loud several times in this fucking movie because some of the gore was so dumb and ridiculous. I love this kind of movie. And I did see the other ones. I've always seen the other ones. I saw the other ones. I've seen all of the Halloweens, even Season of the Witch that had nothing to do with Michael Myers.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah, it was a good one too. It's good.
Yeah.
It was dumb 80s.
Yeah.
Which I just read this thing the other day is like any movie that was a dumb 80s movie is better than a mediocre movie after 99.
That's a really good point. I never think about that. That's really actually true.
Right?
Like every remake they made after 99 or a sequel is not as good as the dumb 80s one.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway,
except
I like the gore. I like everything, and I know going into this, I knew this was Empire Strikes Back. I knew nothing was going to get resolved, and they're just going to stretch the story.
Empire Strikes Back is probably the best of the Star Wars movies, but this is not as good as how Empire Strikes Back when you're talking about.
No, but in Empire Strikes Back, it was just stretching the story.
But it's a better movie than this.
Because your hero gets set up for what he's got to do in the future.
Okay, fair
enough. You're the good guy, the second good guy, because you had Jamie Lee Curtis, who's the first good guy. She's getting set up for the big battle in the next movie.
Okay,
so the whole movie is just her getting ready for that big battle.
Story beats do follow Empire Strikes Back for sure.
Yeah. And then in Empire Strikes Back, Han Solo goes in the carbonite, and you don't know if he's dead or not. You think he's dead at the end of Empire Strikes Back. Anthony Michael Hall was the new second character that's supposed to take the lead, and he dies.
And in this one, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh shit! Stop! All right, we gotta mark that. Okay, I just gave a big spoiler.
What is it? What did you say?
I just said that Mark. Yeah, that Anthony Michael Hall.
Okay,
you'll have to cut that out.
It's gonna be on YouTube forever, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube forever. Sorry, YouTubers. My bad. But we'll go at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you got Anthony McCall that gets kind of in the same situation as like Han Solo at The Empire Strikes Back. So it's like I'm not saying it's as great as Empire Strikes Back. I'm not saying that's what it is.
And
I'm just saying. In this trilogy, it's very clear there's supposed to be another thing after, like Empire Strikes Back.
In this one, you find out that Michael Myers is Jamie Lee Curtis' dad. I know I'm fucking with you, dude. So no,
it didn't. That did not happen.
I know.
Why would you even say shit like that?
Because in Empire Strikes Back, that's when Darth Vader reveals to
yeah. But you do find out in this movie, and this is a big spoiler, all right, that Jamie Lee Curtis is still hot as fuck at the age that she's at. Like, oh my gosh, Jamie Lee Curtis. What is she? She's 1958 is when she was born.
So she's 64?
64. And still a gracious, beautiful. I can't wait for to see her and whatever else that she does next, including Halloween. What is she doing next? I wonder if she has any other movies coming out.
Why don't you take a look? She's got.
I had it up and then I canceled it out. Yeah, she's in Borderlands. I forgot about that.
What's she playing in Borderlands? Tannis.
Tannis. Yeah.
Tannis.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's got another bunch. Man, I love freaking Jamie Lee Curtis. Anytime Jamie Lee Curtis is one of the female actresses, you say she's in the movie, I'm there. I'm watching it. I'm gonna give it a shot.
3.4 for you, 4 for me. You.
Yeah.
Now we're at Rotten Tomatoes. What is the audience score on this?
68.
70. You're really close.
Yeah.
So audience says Halloween Kills doesn't do much to move the Michael Myers saga forward, but viewers looking there for hardcore horror violence won't be disappointed. That's you.
All right.
Now, what's the critic score?
59.
39.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
What the fuck, you critic bastards? Okay, give me their bullshit reason.
Halloween Kills should satisfy the fans in search of brute slasher thrills, But in terms of advancing the franchise, it's a bit less than the sum of its late parts. I'm kind of on their side. I liked it more than they did, but again, like it didn't do much. But I liked the violence. Like, I liked the violence.
Oh,
quite a bit.
dude, I think it moved. It taught a lot about like mob mentality in this movie.
Yeah.
And the ignorance behind it.
Can I mention something quick? Our episodes of as of late, like the past 50 episodes or so, they've crossed the hour and 20-minute mark. Unlike in previous episodes when they didn't like an hour and 7 minutes in, now we just fucking bullshit around for all the time.
I figure, it's more fun that way. And if people
Yeah, it
want to
is.
hear that, they do. If they don't want to hear that, and plus I figure you're going to edit like 10 minutes out anyway.
Not even that. Like literally.
Really?
Yeah, I go through it. I see that I sometimes I listen to it obviously, but I cut out pauses and stuff. So by the time I'm done, maybe edit 5 to 6 minutes out, and anything like for example, the spoiler you just gave, I take that out for example. But,
Well, this is what happened. You want me to tell you what happened?
Sure.
We were in a fucking pandemic. We didn't get any good movies for like 6 months. Like, we got barely good movies, and nothing against them. Some of them are pretty good, but then there would be ones like that we were watching, and it's like, why are we even fucking watching this movie? This movie sucks monkey dick. Why?
Yeah, I looked at back then, I'm like, man, these were both movies that we just pull out our asses. Like,
yeah. And now we get to watch. I mean, come on, these movies this week were both movies. I mean, we have so many movies lined up right now. Like next week, what are we watching?
We're watching Dune, and we're watching The Last Duel. So,
which I already have Dune downloaded. So like,
dude, I'm seeing it in theaters because that's what the director wants.
No, I'm gonna see it in theaters,
okay,
Chris. I'm gonna go see it in IMAX. I'm gonna pay the big money to fucking watch it. But then afterwards,
but dude, you're an AMC sub-segment.
Yeah, I am. So, I pay my money for every movie I see, and then as soon as I get done watching at theater, I'm gonna come home and hit play on it so I can watch it again right after
I've read Dune. In fact, tonight I'm probably gonna watch the David Lynch version. Just to
I've watched it 3 times in the last 2 weeks,
and then I'm gonna make sure I compare that to the Dune I see Sunday. But The Last Duel, that's 2.5 hours.
I'm not gonna compare. No, I'm not gonna compare because again, this is what I say to you every time about a comic book movie. This is someone else's story. This is someone else's version of what that story is. And I don't even care if it's a remake, a reboot, whatever the fuck it is. It is their version of the story. Is the story that good on its own?
I have a deep respect for Denis Villeneuve, the guy, the director.
And I have a high respect for David Lynch as well.
Oh, yeah, dude, obviously. So I read the book. I was okay with the book, but I really see this being a cinematic experience.
I want them to greenlight the second Dune already.
Oh, dude, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
They're not until this makes money. They're not, because they got to make like 900 million back on this.
Really? That much? This wasn't a $1 billion movie, was it? We'll see.
Because all the delays, dude.
Oh. All the shit that was sunk in the advertising and changing the advertising. Dude, I'm gonna have to cut that out because it's so gross. But
I'm so sorry. I tried to do it away from the microphone. I'll do it better next time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited.
Yeah. Me neither.
And then the week after that, we actually we got another couple movies coming out. The Last Night in Soho. That's one of the things we'll be seeing in the last week of October. And I think Antlers is another horror film that we should probably see. Antlers. Look it up. We'll talk about it. We haven't figured it out though. But next week,
I don't know what you're talking about there. But okay,
next week, Dune and The Last Duel. Dune and The Last Duel next week. You good?
Last Duel. Matt Damon making out with Ben Affleck. I heard.
I don't think they're making out, but Adam Driver's in this too. So maybe it's
do you think it's a three-way? Ooh.
It could be. It could be. And I'd watch
all
that.
Holes filled.
I'd pay to see that.
Also, go watch Rami Malek this past week on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, I did watch it. It was funny, very funny.
Oh my gosh, Squid Game song was hilarious. Hilarious. Have you seen the Squid Game and you watch that Rami Malek,
Yeah.
Pete Davidson music video. Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard.
And if you guys haven't watched Squid Game, we don't talk about. It's not the TV that does suck in them. So this is not TV that. What is our show?
This is not TV shows that we watch. We watch
it's not
movies.
TV that don't suck and some that does. But Squid Game is great, right? We both love Squid
Oh
Game.
my gosh, Squid Game. I had a guy that's a coworker of mine tell me he did not like it. Like he watched the first episode and he didn't get it.
No, did you have to watch like the first 4?
Yeah. And I was just like, all right, man, that's cool. I get it. And that guy doesn't have a lot of time, you know, because he does a lot. He does a lot. And I get that. And but man, I really just wanted to say no, Squid Game's fucking amazing. Like,
you visit online was just like some that oh god. You visit online was just net. Well, I'm sorry, I'm drinking a lot because I don't have work. Facebook.com/movies-don't-suck-podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We are having Patreon, patreon.com/movies-don't-suck. We have shirts at bonfire.com. Search name Movies Don't Suck. So you'll find some cool shit. If you're watching this on Facebook, like that page. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and subscribe. And we're on all streaming platforms. Wherever you find podcasts, we are there. All right, dude. What do you use for small businesses?
For small businesses, if you got one, let us know, man. Just message us, email us, talk to us on the street. I don't care. I want to advertise your business. The thousands of downloads we get a week is advertisement for you for free. We don't make money off of this. Someday we might. I don't know. I'm thinking of a way to do it. But, you know, if I do, we do. But still, I will support small businesses at all times to help you guys. You need it. I need it. Don't hit it. Don't hit it. I got my own music this time.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you serious? Okay. So this is the end of Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. Have a good night. No. This is Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. And remember, if you're hanging out with lambs in the fields, brother, you should come down and get your butt kicked by Michael Myers. Have a good night.
Well, let's try this again because it sounds like shit.
That did sound like shit? Did it?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. All right. Thanks. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, anytime you're hanging out with lambs in the middle of the night, remember, Michael Myers is right behind the bush to stab you right in the abdomen. You have a good night. That didn't work well. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I thought it worked better.
No, it's okay. It just sounded like I can tell what it was.
Your face.
So that's the show. Thanks guys for watching.
Thank you for watching, everybody at home. All you guys, thank you very much. Have a good night. Whatever you do, be safe. Halloween season is upon us. If you're in Tulsa area, it is Oktoberfest. Make sure to Uber, drive home safely.
And yeah, if you guys stick around the end, I'm gonna put out an edited version of this Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday. We'll see what happens. But yeah. All right, man.
Talk to you later. Bye.